Ariel. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I've done some really cool stuff this month. I've also tried filming a couple videos about my book that I released a couple of months ago, but I just keep deleting them. You guys know how I am. So today I'm gonna talk about my book and all of the openings and art shows that I've been to this month. Who is that? So for those who haven't seen my book yet, you probably have because I've blasted it everywhere. This took me about a year to make. I'm really proud of it. It has an essay, interview, all of the pictures of my paintings and sculpture. It also has my lyrics at the end of the book. I made a word search and a little mini game, like a magazine. There's also some pages of a photo shoot that I did for Heartsick and a QR code that takes you to all of my music. This book is basically like my baby. I'm so proud of it. I really want to make an alternate cover. I just feel like this image doesn't really go with the title cherry picked, but at the time I thought this was a really strong cover photo. But I feel like, especially now, because I've been doing more of the Cake Girls, that Cake Girl kind of goes better with the title. I was thinking about maybe making this the cover photo, but I'm not sure yet. But what do you guys think? Do you think I should change the cover or should I leave it like this? Let me know in the comments. It's been so long since I made this, I don't even know what to say at this point. I made an entire video talking about the book that I deleted. Who could have guessed? I think I still will make a how I self-published, not sure when. So moving on to my Cake Girls, I'm obsessed with them if you can't tell. This is one of me and then this is one of my sister. I just love her so much because the sprinkles in this one came out really good and there's like little chocolate chips. People think that these are made out of real cake and it's so fucking funny to me. I've been playing into it and talking about like baking and kind of like using real food. What you have to do is just click on my profile and very clearly they're not real. One of the top comments on one of my TikToks is like, oh, is her hair spun sugar? Girl, that's a wig. This one, it's kind of hard to tell, but I colored this with coffee grounds. That's why it's this kind of crazy brown color. I want to be them so bad. I'm obsessed with them. I'm really deep into making Cake Girl like a whole universe. I'm obsessed with them. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the smaller works that I've been making. My idea is I have just been messing with a bunch of different materials. This one, I don't like the way that it dried. I'm gonna see if I can fix these. So when I first made them, they were a really light pink, but now they're almost like neon orange kind of, and I don't like them. So I definitely just have to make a bunch more of these. I'm super excited to say that a bunch of my pieces are on view this summer. I have 2 pieces at the New York Academy of Art, and I have 1 piece at the Long Island City Art Space. If you've ever wanted to see my work in person, I highly recommend going to see them. They look so much better in person than online, and the best part about being an artist is when I get to share it with all of you guys. And something else that I do want to talk about is the community that I'm starting to be a part of on social media. Since the beginning of April, I have had so many people reach out to me, people who I have looked up to for a really long time, telling me how much they love my sculptures. I just want to say, every time somebody reaches out to me and sends me a message or leaves me a comment and says how much they love my work and can relate to what it feels like to feel like a cake girl, it really means so much to me, you don't even understand. Another quick thing I wanted to talk about that has nothing to do with art is I'm obsessed with Tarina Tarantino. Some of you guys might already know this because I've talked about it a lot. These are some of her hair clips, which I have been wanting for so long, and I finally got them. Also have this tiara, which is so beautiful. So this wasn't available on her website. I had it custom made. So perfect. I'm obsessed with tiaras. I really want to get more of her jewelry. I really love the necklace from 13 going on 30. And also I really want to get the Hello Kitty one that Cameron Diaz wore. I'm literally obsessed. She is pretty similar to Betsey Johnson, and you guys know that I love Betsey Johnson. If anybody wants to trade me a vintage Betsey Johnson dress for one of my artworks, send me a DM. By the way, if you're a creative watching this, I'm 1000% down to trade one of my artworks, either one of my paintings or sculptures, for something that you have, whether it's jewelry, maybe you're a photographer or a videographer, or you make clothes, or maybe you're an artist too and you also are a painter or a sculptor. Let's trade. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys all the exhibitions that I've been to this month, including mine.
So the first show I had this month was at the New York Academy of Art, which is also where I work. This is part of our annual staff exhibition. I'm so happy she was placed in the window because I've seen a lot of people walk by and come in to view her. She's here and she's ready to party. I also have a smaller sculpture in the library next to a copy of my book, which is now part of the Academy's permanent catalog. Later, I had a show in Long Island City, which was curated by my wonderful friend Manuel, and seeing this piece in conversation with the paintings next to it was super cool because I feel like everything went perfectly together. The next week, I was excited to go see Lisa Yaskavich's solo show at David Zwirner. This show was absolutely incredible. It's hard to tell how big the paintings are from the video, but they were massive. This one was my favorite. Besides her use of color, her compositions, the way she renders form, and the way she layers and applies paint is a huge inspiration for me. And this was my first time seeing her work in person, so I took a lot of photos and videos to use as references in my own work. The next gallery I went to was PPOW, which is right down the street from the Academy. Portia is so unique to me because of the way that she arranges these found objects to almost look ritualistic. The longer I stood and looked, the more things were revealed to me, and that's what I love about her work. And lastly, I went to see New Humans at the New Museum, which had my jaw on the floor. This exhibition was so sick. I'm not somebody who would normally like work that has to deal with robots, but the pieces curated for this show was perfect. This is one of the animatronics used for E.T., which I thought was super cool. And here's a couple more pieces that I thought were interesting. I really love the hair on this one, and then the robot boobs made me laugh. These pieces on the wall reminded me of the skin walls from Wuthering Heights, and I thought that was really cool. Then there was also this 3D animation right next to my favorite piece in the whole show, this animatronic lamb. This piece is called When the Lambs Rise Up Against the Birds of Prey, and it's about people who don't have to be victims of life, but rather they can learn from their surroundings and reclaim their own power.
So that's everything that I did this month. I hope you guys like this video, and if you want to grab a copy of my book, you can get it with the link down below. It's available on Blurb. And as always, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye!